Welcome back to another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. Today we have a post asking, am I the asshole for not taking responsibility for my grandson? This is a throwaway and English isn't my first language. I, 50 female, have a daughter, Susan, 29, who with her husband have a very nomadic lifestyle. They live hotel to hotel all around the world. They both work remotely and make enough to support their life. I fully support Susan following her dreams, but always felt it wouldn't be a forever thing. Eventually they would pick a place to live and take vacations less frequently. Due to the fact that they are rarely in the country, we don't get to see each other in person often. One of the few chances was earlier this year, I think February. I asked if she planned to settle down anytime soon. She said that was between her and her husband and seemed annoyed. I told that if she does then she should tell me and I would help her with her house deposit, then dropped the subject. With Thanksgiving coming soon, Susan came to stay with us a while. At a family dinner she said that she would start settling down. I was excited for her and asked if she had a place in mind. She did, a house in the neighboring city. It was closer than I thought she would want. I asked why and she said so that we could visit more often. She asked if I was still going to help with the deposit. I told her yes. She asked if I could also help with baby supplies as they don't have much savings. I was confused at what baby until she made another announcement that she was pregnant. I congratulated her when she gave me a list of all the things she would need for her pregnancy and the baby's first year. I told her that I would try and get some things from the list by the baby shower. She replied that she would need all of those things and if I was going to pressure her into a pregnancy, I should at least take responsibility. I was confused until through further argument I realized that she took my questions about settling down as asking for grandkids. When I told her there might be a misunderstanding, she interrupted and said she would also need me to babysit. I have some health complications that make watching a child a bad idea. I explained that to her, but she said she and her husband would be busy and she doesn't want her baby with strangers. I apologized, but told her I couldn't do it. She and her husband left and stayed at a hotel. I then wake up to many missed calls and text from relatives and find out she had posted on social media that I had forced to have a child earlier than she wanted and refused to help with it. She was saying the baby ruined her life and she didn't know what to do. And now for the comments. Sad_individual 6381 says, not the asshole, it sounds like she is entitled as F. If she works remotely then there is no reason she cannot take care of the baby. I grew up traveling all over as a child. Though it was very different circumstances, it gives the child an experience that you cannot replicate. Will it be different for them? Yes. But it is totally doable. Sounds like they just want to keep traveling without their current life being inconvenienced by a child. They sound incredibly selfish. It's not your responsibility to help facilitate their fantasy life. Megazord_ says, not the asshole at all. I truly don't understand why your daughter would feel like you're responsible for her baby. It's baffling. Silly_vengeful_sloth says, not the asshole. How did you raise such an entitled brat? Your daughter is definitely not ready for a baby. Her and her husband need to grow up and act like responsible adults and not spoiled, entitled brats. Do not even bother with helping them with a down payment. Their demand for you to practically buy and raise their child is baffling beyond belief. Sudden_rooster 9609 says, I feel sorry for the baby. Your daughter sounds ridiculous. She was in charge of her reproduction, not you. You didn't force anything on her. She made her own decision. Don't listen to any nonsense about how you were responsible. Your daughter also sounds very manipulative. She wants to force you to babysit. Wait until she threatens to not let you see the baby if you don't babysit. That will be her next move. You stand your ground and refuse to babysit. She'll have to find a way to cope. I'm really sorry this happening to you. Now should be a nice time of planning for the baby, not a time of conflict over who pays for what. Buy her a nice crib or stroller and stop at that. She doesn't get to tell you how to spend your money, and you certainly don't owe her anything. 0 says. Not the asshole for the question, but I think as a mom you have done some very enabling things to your old child. You never had the taking responsibility for your own actions talk? And for her to spring that to you, your reactions are, it's a misunderstanding? So now you are telling them to have sex and force them to get pregnant? It seemed like they obviously didn't need to ask for your permission. How about they have been too reckless about their own behaviors, forget a condom or pills, and then when accidents happen, it's now mom's fault because you asked them about settling down. I am sure that your many relatives who are so sympathetic to them can let them stay, including paying for the baby and raising them. See how fast they run. And now, for my personal thoughts. I personally feel as though this daughter is one spoiled brat, and yes, parents can be the individuals that we can lean upon when life gets tough and even become the life racks that we could need in this ocean that is life. But it does not mean that we should forego responsibility. I truly believe that if you as a developed human cannot truly look after yourself, then you should not even consider having a child. Asking for a helping hand is one thing, but to completely pass the buck is ridiculous. Of course, life can be unpredictable and life can bring misfortune, and those circumstances it's different. But with Opie's story, this is not one of those. Her daughter is not viewing her mother as a helping hand, but as a complete scapegoat. Personally, I would not help her with a deposit either, because it seems as though her daughter has not learnt responsibility in any way, shape, or form and doesn't seem to appreciate her mother's love. What would you do? Also, what do you think? Please comment below and share your thoughts. I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching another Am I the Asshole Reddit video. If you like this story, please click the subscribe button and give us a like. Also, check out other Am I the Asshole videos on the channel. Until next time, friends.